I'm here today with a video on products that did not work out for me. I thought this would be a really good video to do before I do my returns because there's so many times I buy things and they don't work out for me, and I'm trying to be really good about returning things if they don't work out, because what happens is I'll buy things, they don't work out, and then they sit in a pile for me to return and I just never get around to it. If you are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and decided to steal one. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you guys leave, and let's jump right into the products that did not work for me. I wanted to share with you guys two fragrances that I've been loving lately. I'm so excited to be partnering with Dossier again. I have worked with them in the past and I just love their company. I love what they stand for. I love their fragrances. They are a fragrance company that creates affordable fragrances of your favorite high-end fragrances, but at a fraction of the cost. They also don't use any harmful chemicals or ingredients in them. So they're clean, nice fragrances that smell exactly like the high end, again, at a fraction of the cost. And I wanted to share two that I've been loving. These are going to be perfect for spring and summer. I have so many of them, like they're on this windowsill, they're on that windowsill. There's like a ton of them all over there. I love the packaging of them. They are just so simplistic. I love just how they all look lined up because it all looks very uniform. And I also love this. Ready? It's magnetic. It's the little things, you guys. I just love it. So the two I'm going to share with you today is Powdery Coconut. Powdery Coconut is a dupe for the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, which is incredibly expensive. And the notes in this one are cardamom, pistachio, bergamot, ylang ylang. Is it ylang ylang or lang lang? Tuberose, jasmine, cedarwood, amber, benzoin, and coconut. And this smells unbelievable. It smells like summer. This is a fragrance that I brought to Mexico because it's the epitome of like beach. Like I just think beach. It's the coconut, it's the floral jasmine in it. It's so beautiful. It's very, very like soft. It's a soft scent. It's not one of those scents that like tickles your nose. It's not spicy. It's not like sugary sweet. It's just, I'd say more musky, like more soft, musky, slightly floral. The coconut, powdery, it just smells so lovely. It is like the perfect spring going into summer scent. And then this one has like absolutely stolen my heart. It's called Floral Jasmine. Then Floral Jasmine is a dupe of the Tom Ford Jasmine Rouge. So Tom Ford fragrances are freaking so expensive. I don't own any Tom Ford fragrances because they're real expensive. But this scent, like I have used so much of it and I have a lot of fragrances. So this one is neroli, cardamom, bergamot, pepper, jasmine, sambac, ylang ylang or lang lang, bloom flower, labdanium, clary sage, and vanilla. Now this one, I didn't know, like it is not my typical scent because I'm not a super floral girl. And this just like literally I douse myself in this. It is so feminine and girly and spring and floral, but not in a nauseating floral way. It is unbelievably beautiful. Like every time I wear this, I get compliments. Every time I wear this, I like, when I get little whiffs of it on me, I'm like, oh my God, that smells so good. So I am absolutely obsessed with this one. This one is like a powdery, soft, beachy scent. This one is floral, feminine, a beautiful garden, girly, like so gorgeous. Like they're just so good. They're very, very different vibes, but so good. Perfect for spring and summer. I think you guys will absolutely love it. So I will leave my link down below if you guys are interested in picking these up. I highly recommend these two if you're looking for a new fragrance and you tend to like the same kind of fragrances I do, because my fragrances have kind of changed a little bit, but I feel like if you tend to like the things that I like in fragrances, you will love these. So Powdery Coconut, Floral Jasmine, my link will be down below. I realized I needed to reapply my lip color because I just filmed a video and it was like worn off. So I pulled out this Diamonds Pillow Talk. It's like super glittery. So if my lips look a little crazy, that's why. If they look great, well, here's the product I'm wearing. Okay, so these are products that didn't work out for me. I'm gonna share with you why they didn't work out for me and why I'd like to return them. Scent and PR, I mentioned this in an empties video because I am going to get rid of it. It's the Capari Lotion. Now the smell is really nice. It's their coconut hydrating body milk. This takes so long to rub in. Not only does it take forever to rub in, like if you're familiar with Sol de Janeiro lotions, like I feel like those ones take an excessive amount of effort to rub in, and which is fine if like you feel super hydrated and moisturized after. This, I just didn't feel hydrated after. It's like it took a lot of work to rub it in, and then I don't feel like my legs looked very hydrated. I don't feel like they felt hydrated. I always had to like mix this with a body oil to make it feel like, one, it would rub in easier, and two, like my skin looked hydrated. But it just is not my favorite. I feel like it's a lot of work to get it absorbed into my skin, and then it doesn't even look like I just put lotion on. The next is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow. This just was not very good. It didn't sit well on my skin. I got the shade Light Medium Neutral, which was a good shade mix, a good shade match, but it just set so heavy on my skin, and I'm just so used to like I could get a good coverage foundation, but look, like my skin isn't looking heavy, and this just felt and looked so thick and heavy on my skin. It broke down fairly early throughout the day. Typically I can get my makeup to last a good solid, I don't know, at least 8 to 10 hours. And this one I felt by like hour 4, it was already breaking down and not looking cute. Next is the Too Faced lip injections. I bought a couple of these shades. The shades were nice. It's just this literally burns the shit out of my lips. I had watched a couple reviews and they said like, oh, it doesn't sting at all. I don't know what they're talking about, because I put this all over my lips and my lips were on fire for so long. They did not get plumpy. They just literally itched and burned, and it was just not the vibe. This color is gorgeous. I love this color in Hot and Spicy. Totally my type of color. It was so uncomfortable on my lips. I couldn't stand it. So this was a no-go for me. Unfortunately, I was so excited to try them out. And like I said, don't feel like my lips looked any plumper. They just freaking hurt. All right, Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow. This was a massive fail. I got the shade Warm Beige, which I felt like was also a very good shade. It just looked cakey on my skin. Like my skin looked textured. It looked heavy on my skin. It just wasn't flattering. And I feel like I have so many foundations that look nice and flattering on my skin. This just was not one of them. I wish it would have worked out. I thought that it looked super cute. The coverage was meh, and it looked makeup-y on my skin for having barely any coverage, like not having great coverage. I just don't feel like it looked super great. It definitely didn't look hydrating at all. I think it even says moisturizing skin tint, and it did not look moisturizing on my skin. This I was bummed about. This is the Viva Shine from Kaja, and I was super excited because this is a multi-highlighter, and I was excited to use this like on my eyes because you guys know I love a good sparkle on my eye. So it comes with 3 different colors, which I was all excited about. This is just so chunky. Like it's thick, chunky glitter. Do you see that? Like I would not put this on my cheek. This looks like kid play glitter. Can you see how thick and chunky that is? And it's not smooth. And I'm like, how would you put this on your cheeks? Like you would have thick chunks all over your face, even this one. Like it's just chunky. It looks thick on the skin. I definitely couldn't put this on my eyes, and I surely would never use this on my cheeks. This one's the only smooth one. And it like barely shows up. Like look, it's like nothing. So this was a fail. I'm super sad. The swatches online looked really beautiful, but it just did not present the way that I thought. I thought it was going to be sparkly, and I don't know. It like literally has chunks of like confetti sparkles in it. So this tanner, this Dossier Glow Self Tanning Mousse in medium dark. It's such a pretty brand. I love the packaging. It just did not get me very dark. So if you are somebody that likes a really light natural tan, like look how beautiful the packaging is. And it smelled nice too. So if you like a very, very light natural tan, you may really love this. I like to be dark. Like I like to be really tan. I don't want to go through putting self tanner on to be like softly tan. You know, I'm not looking for a super soft, like kiss of color. Like I want you to make me look like I have just been in the Bahamas for the last 6 months and I'm coming back looking like a bronzed goddess. Like that is how I like my tan. I like to be like tan. Like I don't like to be a soft kiss of tan. I'm not like LaCroix. I don't want like a hint of flavor. I want like, give me the full thing. So this, if you like a very soft color, you may love this. I just like something darker. This was an absolute nightmare. It ruined my tan for Mexico. I went to go do my typical spray tan at like our spray tan place, like the tanning place. They have a spray booth, the Mystic Tan. And I went there. I was on a short time crunch. They had a line out the door. I couldn't tan that Thursday. So I was like, crap, I need to spray tan Thursday and Friday to leave Saturday. So I went home and I had just bought this. I love Bondi Sands. I love a lot of their products. So I was excited to try this one. It's their magenta for a rich, deep tone. And I know it says olive deep skin tones, which I have used a lot of olive toned tanning products. A lot of time when I go to the Mystic, they put jade, the color jade, in my tanning stuff, which is more of an olivey tone. And so I am used to olivey toned tanners. So before you guys say anything, I've used plenty of olivey toned tanners and they look beautiful on my skin tone. I have a very neutral skin tone, so I feel like I could use quite a few different undertones and they seem to work. Like I don't get too orangey or like anything like that, or green. This straight up turned me green. Like I put this on and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks green, which if you guys have used Saint Tropez, that one, it goes on green, but it looks beautiful on so many different skin tones. And a lot of times it has like an olivey undertone. This looked green when I put it on. The next day I rinsed it off. My skin was actually green. Like I'm not talking like a nice olivey skin tone. I'm talking ashy green. It looked so bad. So I tried to scrub it off, could not get it off. My whole chest, in between my boobs, my hands, my arms, everything had a tinge of like a strong green. And so then when I went to spray tan the next day with my normal spray tan that I love, like it just went on weird. And so by day 2 of Mexico, my tan looked horrific. So, I mean, unless you have a very strong olivey tone, maybe you would like this, but like I said, I've used lots of olivey toned tanners before. This was so green. It was so splotchy. It clung to any and all dry patches. It sunk into my pores. My legs like had black dots all over them because it sunk into my pores. And I don't even think I showered that day. I showered Wednesday night, shaved Wednesday night, tanned Thursday evening. So this was just a no-go. It was so bad. It's probably one of the worst tanners I've used in a long time, which I love a lot of Bondi Sands products. That was a really bad one. Okay, last product. You guys know I love fragrance. I am like all about the fragrances right now. I'm in my fragrance era. This was not it. I kept getting targeted on Instagram so much, so I finally saw it at Ulta and I bought it and I was so excited. As soon as I got in my car, I opened it, I sprayed it, and I'm like, this smells disgusting. It smells like, and I described this on Instagram, it smells as if you were drinking too much Malibu rum and you're trying to blow up a plastic pool floaty right out of the package where it has that strong plasticky smell, and you spill your Malibu rum all over the plastic floaty. That's what it smells like. It smells like Malibu rum and plastic. It is really not a good smell. So this was a no-go. I'm definitely returning it. It was so expensive. It was $60 for this tiny little bottle of Malibu and pool floaty. Not the vibe, so definitely that one's going back. So that is it for my products that didn't work out for me video. Let me know if you find these helpful. I used to do these videos all the time, but then I stopped, and then like when things didn't work out, I would try to return them. And I thought, well, that's the best way to let you know what products actually didn't work out for me are the ones that I purchased and I'm returning because they didn't work out for me. So what products have not worked out for you lately? What products have been really hyped and when you tried them out, they just were not good? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one.